Welcome back, original gangsters. It's winter in my part of the world, and to avoid being drafted into the Greenland wars, I've chosen to escape this frozen wasteland with only the things I can carry on my back, and this rifle, and these dogs. I have to cross this icy tundra to meet a ski plane in the middle of the lake at a pre-arranged time. From there, it's going to fly me across the border to a safe zone where I can no longer be drafted into our invasion of Greenland. And over there, I can slip quietly away into the woods, if these dogs will shut up. I can start fresh in a new land, a warmer land, maybe a land that has a damn McDonald's. This probably wasn't such a good idea after all. The Marlin is an 1895 Trapper in 45-70. It was made after Ruger took over the factory and eliminated the lazy, bloated Remington employees who were responsible for poor quality lever-action rifles. The rifle is short and light, but packs a serious punch. It has a 16-inch barrel and holds 6 rounds of these huge 300-grain soft-tip rounds that plow through dirty, opportunistic Nazis or invading Soviets. It weighs 7 pounds and only takes up 34.5 total inches. Its stainless steel finish resists this brutal weather and these wet conditions, and the black laminate stocks are impervious to the elements, but they also look nice, which is an important factor here in this snowy, forgotten wasteland. There's bear around here. I can see their tracks. The rounds are like freight trains, coming out of the muzzle at 1,880 feet per second and still retaining 1,425 feet per second at 200 yards. That's 1,355 foot-pounds of energy at 200 yards. It's like throwing a landmine at a Nazi soldier or driving over an armored Soviet motorcyclist with a tank. The next video is going to be so much better than this one. If this were a movie, I'd probably be able to shoot down an airplane with these rounds, or at least make a transport truck explode with only one shot. The rifle comes from the factory with a sight base that includes a Skinner peep rear sight and a white blade front sight. But for my surreptitious escape, I've removed that piece and replaced it with something better. A company called Raw Carnage recently sent me a one-piece CNC machined peep sight scope mount, a see-through scope mount that I have added to this rifle. It has Picatinny rails mounted on top, so it easily mounts your scope while allowing you to use their peep sight and look straight through the scope base and use your front blade sight. The mount is made of aluminum alloy and it's very light. It's rust proof, and it gives me the option of scanning the deadly woods with my open sights or mounting the rifle and using the scope for more precise distance shots. And yeah, you heard that right. I can choose to shoot enemies by using the peep sight and looking right through my scope mount, or I can simply use the simple piece of glass mounted to the rifle. The scope is a Vortex Strike Eagle, and the name makes it sound ferocious, but it's not. It's a simple scope that one can obtain without trading in a burlap sack full of gold. In fact, it's a very affordable scope, but it comes with an easy-to-see reticle that is illuminated. You heard that right. The reticle is illuminated and has bullet drop hash marks. That's something you'll never use in the real world, but the large arched aiming point looks like a half-eaten bagel with a pinpoint dot in the center. Now this part is illuminated by a 2032 battery, and it has 11 brightness settings. You won't use 11 settings. You'll use a very dim one and a very bright one, but there's 11 settings there that you can show off to your friends. The first focal plane scope has a 1:8 power zoom and has a 24mm objective lens to gather the last remaining rays of light on a winter afternoon. It has a 30mm tube, and it's 1/4 minute of angle adjustable. Now the whole thing weighs just 23.9 ounces, but at times it feels like it's heavier than my rifle. Now here's the part that gets me excited, and nothing gets me excited. The suppressor is a 0 to 46K suppressor made by CMMG in a far-off land called Missouri. It will suppress anything 45 caliber or smaller, and it's rated for full automatic fire. It's made of 17-4 stainless steel, and it's laser welded into one solid, very sturdy can. It's coated in a hardened nitride finish, and they left off all of the frills and the golf ball dimples to keep the cost of this can right around $500. There's no flow-through technology, because that's for pussies. It's not made of titanium or 3D printed, because that's for cucks, and you really don't need it. The CMMG suppressors come from the factory with two direct thread mounts, a 5/8 inch by 24 and a 0.578 inch by 28. So you can easily mount this can to almost any gun right out of the box. For my trapper rifle, I needed to buy a thread adapter to convert it to the proper thread pitch for this Marlin rifle. Well, no worries. For $26, I found one called the AIM 7 that's made in the US and sold on eBay. I had it in my dirty, calloused hands in a few days, and now the suppressor fits tightly to the barrel of my Winter Warrior, adding the 15.3 ounce weight of this can out front where you need it to keep the scope on target and help keep that muzzle flip down after you touch off one of these brass cased rockets. The front of all these CMMG cans come with this square profile in the front that perfectly accepts a socket wrench, so that if carbon buildup is ever a concern for you, all you need to do is insert your wrench and very easily loosen the can from the rifle. This can will work on 300 blackout guns, it will work on 308 guns and 40 Smith & Wesson guns and 45 ACP guns. It'll work on 6.5 Creedmoor guns and anything that shoots the 7.62x39 caliber. Of course, it will also work on 9mm and 10mm guns, so if it's in your safe, there's a really good chance that the 0 to 46K suppressor is going to work on your guns. CMMG also makes a 0 to 30 caliber can, a 0 to 36 can for 9mm and other calibers like that. They make a 0 to 5.56 can and a 0 to 22 can. And if you like things short, and I know you do, they make all of their suppressors in a shorter K model. And the K model is lighter, shorter, and doesn't take up as much room on your gun. But it also, of course, doesn't suppress quite as well as their longer versions. The thing that sets these suppressors apart is their price. The full-size versions go for $550, while the shorter K models go for $500. And now that the government is no longer robbing us of our $200 tax stamp, any of us can get into the suppressor game for the price of a CZ pistol, or the price of 4 Canik pistols. Because they're so inexpensive, I now own 3 CMMG suppressors, and I'm going to do a follow-up video featuring all of the different suppressors and the differences between them. Don't ask why I'm escaping across a frozen landscape trying to catch a ski plane with 2 Bernese Mountain Dogs. Everything in this video seems like a Nyquil dream. It'll be helpful if you watch Sisu and Sisu 2 on Amazon though. The big one is Annie. She's almost 2 years old and weighs close to 110 pounds. Bernese Mountain Dogs come from Switzerland, and therefore they love the cold. They sleep outside in a whiteout snowstorm, even when they have a nice cozy bed inside the doggy door, just 10 feet away. The little guy is Angus. He's almost 5 months old and already weighs well over 50 pounds. They love running around in the snow, and these two clowns have no idea that we're trying to quietly escape across the border. They're good guard dogs because they woof at anything that moves, but they're horrible guard dogs because they're scared of falling pine cones and little chirping birds. I'm glad my rifle is equipped with the CMMG suppressor today. It might not quiet these supersonic rounds completely. It shoots quiet enough that I can shoot near the dogs without them running off to Finland. All right, I think I see my plane. I gotta make it out to the middle of the lake in time to catch that ski plane and get out of here. I'm probably not cut out for fighting Nazis or Russians. I'm probably not even able to take on a Greenlander. You know how Greenlanders are. You guys stay safe out there, stay warm, and stay armed wherever you go. These are crazy times, and I need all of the subscribers I can get on this channel to watch these stupid videos and maybe even buy a hoodie or something. And until next video, OG out.